Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is February 6th. It is Tuesday, 24, sorry. Getting behind there, a year behind. This is literally the fourth day in a row, folks. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous weather. We're going to go in here, but I can almost guarantee you that the batteries are at 100% already. Almost guarantee it. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon right now. Let's just take a look at this real quick. I'm going to take a look here and see where they're at. Oh, I can already tell you. Look, see, I don't know if you can see on that monitor. It says 56.1. 56.2 is full charge, but I'm almost, yeah, look at that. 100% is what it's saying. I knew it was going to be. So basically, all it's doing now, it's basically dumping power. That's all it's doing. Dumping power, because it's the batteries are completely full, and they're ready to go. So, I mean, it is just it's been real. I obviously have not had to run the generator at all. Just because it has been so perfect weather-wise. We'll walk over here real quick, and then we're going to talk about the topic of this video. But we had a tremendous amount of rain here, as well, as you guys had seen on videos. And but this area over here has been drying up really nicely. Look how it's drying up here. You can see all the footprints from where it was so muddy, but just it's dried up really nicely now. A little bit of wet there, excuse me, on the side, and the chickens are doing good. As you can see, they're in there relaxing. Hello, ladies. They were so good they got some mealworms today, and so they're happy about that. So let's talk about weather. Let's talk about historic flooding and mudslides. Los Angeles getting almost 7 inches of rain in 2 days, which is half of their yearly average. They average 14 inches of rain per year in Los Angeles, and they received half of that in 2 days. Absolutely unprecedented. It's one of the worst floodings in the region ever. There was, like I said, there were 307 mudslides. Ground that was already saturated from previous storms got hit again, and I can attest, because there were up here in the driveway, there were spots that when you walked on it, like over here where we had just put some of the gravel earlier in the year, when you walked on it, it felt soft, just because of the saturation of how much rain and everything that we had. It's unbelievable. But you had over 800,000 people without power, flooding, mudslides, people had to be rescued. 3 people were killed in Northern California. So California has definitely been taking it on the chin, so to speak. Not a good thing at all. Feel bad for the people out there. Any kind of weather like that, there's really, honestly, folks, when it comes to prepping, how do you prepare for that, right? The only thing that you can do in a situation like that is try to, when you're buying that piece of property, is own the high ground. But, like I said, again, you get up into California there, and you get up into the hills where, the mansions and stuff are, then you're dealing with mudslides. They also deal with, fires out there and everything else. So just a tough situation for the folks out there right now. There's also a population in Los Angeles alone of 75,000 homeless people. So, they've been trying to do extra accommodations to help those folks out. Like I said, just a really, really difficult situation, tough thing to handle and deal with. And, they're doing the best that they can. Newsom has declared a state of emergency. Biden has promised federal assistance. So let's look at something with that situation. And I want you, again, put this into perspective, okay? Because this is the reality that we all face in life, okay? What happens when no help is coming? What happens if it's a true SHTF situation and you get these kind of mudslides that bury homes? One lady had lived in the same house for 25 years, and an 8-foot wall of mud, came through, took her patio doors out, and filled her house full of mud. A lot of houses have been declared, unlivable, and so people still haven't been able to go back in and get their belongings out of these houses. It's a ridiculously tough situation, and that's with help. That's with rescue crews. That's with, people trying to, help people out in evacuation orders and all those type of things. What happens when those things aren't there? When there's no help coming? Again, these are things that people don't think about. And I love the comments. I'll be honest with you, and I saw a couple of them. Oh, I've been hearing this for, 25 years. Nothing's ever going to happen. Nothing's happened and nothing is going to happen. And I think that is such a fallacy, and it's stupidity at its finest, I'll be honest with you, when I hear people say those type of things, because something does happen every single year. Maybe it doesn't affect them directly where they are, but people are affected every single year by disasters, every single year by emergencies, every single years by, train derailments and chemical spills and all those type of things. Every single year people are affected by these, flooding, forest fires, tornadoes, hurricanes, ice storms, blizzards. Every year somebody is dealing and facing with these type of dilemmas, and this person has the gall, if you will, to get on the channel and say, oh, well, nothing's ever going to happen, nothing ever does. Here's the reality, folks. At some point, every empire collapses. Every empire collapses at some point. It is a fact. Look at history. That proves me right when I say that. So, will at some point the United States collapse? Yes, it will. What happens then? Who knows? Okay? Who knows? Now, will it happen in our lifetime? I have no idea. I don't make those type of predictions. I don't get on here and say, this is going to happen or that's going to happen. What I encourage people to do is to prepare as best that they can. That's what I encourage, and I will always continue to encourage that. But I want you to realistically look at situations and say, okay, this has happened here, right? This is what's going on right now. And right now, the people out in California are suffering greatly. What happens if there's no help coming? That's what I try to look at and try to show people, that we need to be relying on ourselves, not the federal government, not somebody else. We need to plan accordingly, be as ready as we possibly can be. That's kind of my rant a little bit, if you want, on my soapbox with that situation. But I want to hear your guys' feedback, and of course it will be, blamed on something else why this is happening. But this is called a natural disaster for a reason. It's part of nature. This is what nature does. So anyway, folks, I am going to jump off of here for now. Remember, we truly are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we can figure that one out, we will be in much, much better shape. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day, tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every single day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one stopping you from achieving your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. I hope you all have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.